new project, new mistake. The first thing I learned was that when printing with supports, it's a good idea to keep supports on the corners if you want to make sure everything stays straight. This is the Bubble Tea Monopoly board, and I have printed it like that, basically standing up. This part had supports over here, so it kept everything kind of stable. Over here, it did not. You can kind of tell there's a little bit of space here. I don't know how I didn't come to learn this until now, but it's a good idea to have supports on the very edges of all your print. The reason why I printed this standing up, because this is the only way it will actually fit into that. The Monopoly board kind of took up the entire diagonal cross-section of this. If I actually printed this lying down like this, the print would have been better, yes, but it also wouldn't have fit. Just a little bit tilted upwards at the end. We'll see how this turns out, but that's the state of things. That is going to be difficult. You know, with paint, the paint wasn't coming out enough. With the Sharpies is that the paint is seeping through everywhere. The best cleanup policy is just to never make the mistake in the first place. My weak suit has always been painting. This is just one of those things, you know? Just not very good at it. Beyonce is much better at this, but she won't help, so. This also especially sucks since my right hand is not working right now. I'm injured. I don't think I need to do too much else with the Monopoly board in terms of how well you can get the edges. I think this will have to be good enough. Still do a showcase afterwards, and I guess try not to mind the painting so much. Let's set it all up and see what it looks like, and if it's bad, then maybe I'll paint it over a bit more. And if it looks decent enough, we might just leave it alone. And to be honest, there's so many better games out there over Monopoly. We never played Monopoly and we probably never will, so this game is much more for designing it to be fun more than it is to actually have fun playing. I know that's no excuse for making the design, you know, and not having it look perfect, but I don't think I see any path in which I paint these and they'll look good. In the future, I think the biggest thing I can do is that I might have to cut these in half and just print it this way going upwards. Because going this way, there's too much seepage of the Sharpie ink that goes across the entire thing. I did want to avoid printing it this way because then the board has to be much smaller. But if I cut this in half, then I guess you can make it bigger. If we ever have enough interest in Monopoly again, and we really wanted to do a kind of Monopoly board version 2, we can always reprint it the proper way. Currently though, I think I'm done with this just because the thing is I'm currently very injured, so I don't really want to do a lot of painting. Yeah. Let's set up, call it a day, finish the project. In theory, everything is there and all the pieces are there, so it should work. It's just it won't look very pretty, which I'm a little sad about, but it's never really been my forte. There's supposed to be a marking on the back, but it's supposed to say million and then money signs on the bottom. It kind of came out okay, but it's not perfect. If by chance this gets the attention of any artists out there who thinks they can save this project, by all means they can feel free to message down there. I'm more than happy to pass this on to someone who can actually make this project look as pretty as it's supposed to be. That basically shows us which number is supposed to be at the bottom over there. Let me just quickly write down the first one, almost like just proving the concept basically. Each of these will eventually be numbered. We have these numbers behind them. And whenever you land on a chance card, you will flip out one of the boba chips and show you 1. After showing you 1, you get to keep the 1 for yourself. You can go to the chance side and it'll show you basically what to say. For example, 1 says, go order a bubble tea, advance to go, collect $200. We have this side for chance. These are all the ones I came up with. And this side for boba bonus. I didn't want to use cards, but cards were the only way to do this, so this is my compromise. And that's pretty much it. Let me do a glance once over for everything and then go from there. Oh, we forgot one thing that's important. How many dice are there in Monopoly?
3 dice on the website Hasbro.com. They say contents, game board, 3 dice, tokens, 32 houses, 2 hotels, chance and community chest cards, title deed cards, play money in a banker's trade.
Yeah, I like blue. Blue's probably good. Let's do a 1 over and then put this project away. So overall, this project has been kind of on and off. In the middle of this, I got injured. I had to do a full Prusa service because my printer wasn't printing as good as it needed to. But overall, it was kind of fine designing. I'd say in designing all of these little kind of logo slots or logo placements of the Monopoly board is probably the more fun aspect of this entire build. But the printing and the painting I really did not like. In the future, if I'm gonna redo this board, probably would break this apart into more pieces and then print them as they are right now, so we can, have them be a little bit better. You might see the filament looking more like this as opposed to like this. It's very subtle, but this part is all kind of lined across, whereas this is all facing up. And the reason behind that is very simple. This one was printed flat. This one's printed standing up. That's why these are much better. Overall, this was really, really fun. And if I just really, really wanted to make this look a lot better as a whole project, I'll probably redo this with pieces broken up a little bit more and some better modality of which to paint. I think I kind of have to leave this alone at this point. As it stands, I think any further painting is just gonna make things a little bit worse.